Good day, friends. This is Jujur Cabaneran in the studio. And it is the Crypto Truth Show. We cover news from all over the cosmos. Let's start with the situation in the markets. Let's take a quick look. As we can see, sellers are selling and buyers are buying. Interesting. We're continuing to follow developments. Let's move on to the politics segment. The central spot of the ecosystem, Cosmos Hub, made a decision to increase the tax from 2% to 10%. 5 times, eh? The funds collected will go to community pool, and lawmakers said the reason they did it, quote, in order to help the future funding that brings utility to the Cosmos Hub. Of course, there's no doubt. Let's take a look on the first effects. The next proposal was to finance a YouTube channel with 500 subscribers, in which some lady wearing lace Braris projects press releases. She reminds me of my Zoom English teacher and my webcam model at the same time. In drumroll, the proposal was passed. Okay guys, challenge accepted. Now I can get dull news, one can improve my English at the same time. Thank you. Now on the voting table, there's a proposal from some advisors to do community health research, analytics and benchmarking for $30,000. You know, I remember an official from my homeland who liked to spend budget money on things like this. Well, in the end, they executed him on the central square, followed by public dance and fireworks. It was a nice Sunday. No project news. Our news feed is flooded with details of technical updates from developers. Look guys, if you cannot explain in plain language why you did this, ask ChatGPT to write your press release, okay? Let's finally stop posting blah blah news and start communicate with people whose money you want to attract, making Cosmos great again. Please. Well, here is some news we were able to make sense of. Secret Network is a blockchain of anonymous transactions. Their users were reminded once again of the ability of validators to see the history of their transactions. Translated in human terms, anonymity doesn't work here, so it's not a secret now that the Secret Network is not so secret. And you know how the market reacted? Nobody gives a fuck. Pardon my French. Of good news, Agoric, it's a chain for JavaScript developers, got a grant from MetaMask. Boom, if MetaMask come to the Cosmos, I'm very bullish on that. I wonder how much Kepler, is the most popular Cosmos wallet now, will change their godless integration prices after this. Or will they go to Polkadot? Going on, Archway has announced multi-chain contracts. There are not many details yet, but it turns out that developers no longer have to make a hard choice on which chain to launch on. In this context, I would like to refer to Juno. Would you care to comment on this? It's not so bad for you. This is not a reason why the prices keep falling. Talk with me, please. Potentially good news for airdrop hunters, who have been gifted all this year with only Cosmos Dust. The Cyber Congress team announced a pussy drop. Yeah, pussy. Pussy drop. It's so weird, but please don't confuse it with uterine prolapse, which is completely different and probably more promising. And if pussy drop won't make us rich either, at least we will get the golden rain experience. Hallelujah! The snapshot was done with 1.2 million addresses on the list. Let's wait for the outcome. And lastly, the time of niceties. Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum network, admitted that he loves the Cosmos. It's so sweet. And we love you too, Vitalik. And finally, the weather forecast. As we can see from the table above, the sentiment in the markets is as follows. Cosmonauts has formed into the main assets, Atom, Ethereum and Bitcoin. Of the second line, Evmos, Kronos and Jura are on the top of the list. Here we should mention that perhaps of all these investors are 10 years old and don't know what they're doing. Nobody knows, it's not a call to action. By the way, our show is looking for a weather forecast sponsor, if you get what I mean. This has been Jujur. I'm telling you the truth and only the truth, as in the court. See you soon. Bye.